Hi, this is Guy Durkin. I recently had a chance to sit down with Merrill Powell. Merrill is 91 and has just started Masters Throwing. I've known Merrill for a few years and I've really acknowledged how together he is physically. Good posture, good core strength. Seems to be very active, ability to move around somebody that's 20 or 30 years below his age. So I asked Merrill what was the secret, because I'm approaching 70 and I would like to know a little bit about surviving the next 20 years if that's going to happen. So Merrill every day works out when he wakes up, starts in bed and doesn't leave the bedroom until he's done about 45 minutes to 60 minutes of calisthenics and stretching. So we made a short video of some of the exercises that Merrill does, but I just thought this would be worth sharing to the Masters Throwing group because it's difficult to find what the very elderly, i.e. the 90 plus people, are doing. So I've learned things from watching and talking to Merrill and have integrated more of this kind of training into my workouts. And somewhere in the middle of this video, Merrill shows you his full plank half push-ups, which he does 25 reps, followed by 15 reps, followed by 10 reps, and then moves on to crunches and does 250 crunches. I can't do either of those two things at the moment, one for injury reason and one because 250 seems a big number. Anyway, hope this is of interest to some people. Thanks.
Okay, when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is lateral stretches. Like that. And I do 20 of those. Then I do 8 of these, which start out like just barely able to reach my hands together. And by the time I've done 8 of them, I will pretty much crunch back like that. I hold for a count of 15, and then I come down and rest for a count of 10, and back up for a count of 15, and back for 10. Then I'm out of bed. Okay. Then ten of these, stretching like this, and then reaching overhead and stretching, and then I pull down with the downside, stretch for 15. Then I kind of warm up my thigh muscles and my buttocks a bit, and little by little I'm able to get down into a squat, get my arms down in between my knees and extend out and just reach my arms out for balance and just stretching my back. And that's really very important, this back stretch. Really helps me a lot. And I do that for a count of 15. And then slowly he rose. Okay. Then it's back on the bed, or the floor, doesn't matter. And I do 20 cat camels. Just arch my back, get down, arch my back, and get down. the sequence of these is not critical. You can change the sequence around a little bit if you want. Then it's toe touch time. Generally, when I start out, I'm lucky to get to my ankles. And by the time I've finished 10, I'm generally able to get my knuckles down on the floor. Like that 10 times. Then stretch, and it's rotation. When I start out, I'm generally the first rotation, I'm about that far. Each time it's a little bit farther and a little bit farther. And by the time I've done 10 or 12, I'm pretty much around here. And on my last ones, I hold it. I get around pretty far. Okay. Yeah. Then it's rotations. I do 25 small circles, and then reverse 25. And then I do 25 large circles, and then reverse 25. Then it's back on the floor. I do a cat camel or two, and then it's bird dogs. I do that and then kick out to the side and back and down. Kick out to the side, back and down. Try to keep my arm and my leg up as much as I can, and I should keep my head up too, but I don't always do that. Out to the side and back. I do 15 of those. And then on the 15th, I hold it for a count of 15. And then hold it for a count of 15. Now, after that, I lie on the bed for a while and recover. Yeah, because that takes some effort. And then frequently, I'll do these stretches in between, as that always helps me. Then, several times a week, I try to do push-ups. I do 3 sets. Generally, I try to do just as many as I can. Plank position. And if I'm in shape, I can maybe do 25 on the first set. I ought to go lower. Anyway, I'll try to do 25 and maybe 20 in the second set and 15 in the third set. And I'll do those a couple of times a week. And then, if I don't feel like doing that, I go in the bathroom and use the bathroom counter. I'll use the counter here. It's higher, but I'll do push-ups. And there, in the bathroom, that's a 32 inches, I think, is the height of the counter. Anyway, I'll go all the way down and touch my chest to the edge of the counter. And I'll do 50 of those. And that gets me going for the day.
So Merrill, how long in total from waking up to finishing this routine do you take?
Generally, it takes about 45 minutes.